Our biggest roadblock to being genuinely committed is pride. So think about that. The more hubris we have, the lower our self-esteem is, and the more radical we have to be to prove our value. That means that I'm going to have to climb a taller pole. I'm going to have to do a nastier job. I'm going to have to get the lights on quicker. I'm going to have to be pushing and pushing and pushing and do more radical things to prove that I am who I think I am and I am who you think I am. And that person who's experienced that, they don't care what you think. They are caring about how they feel in that moment. And when they climb that pole, they pull that wire up, they do that thing, they cut that tree, whatever it is they do, their behavior does not need to be received well for them to feel good about themselves. Let's be this person that'll put a hand out, show yourself in your beliefs and your values, and then help that other person get up to that next bench, to that next chair. Remember that. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, this is to have succeeded. If you have invested yourself in one person, if you've connected with one person, if you've made a change in one person's life for the better, you've been a success.
Every single one of us can think of somebody that stepped into our life at a particular time and invested in who we are and where we were going, and they didn't see us for who we were at the time. They saw us for who we could become. Will you be that person for somebody else? Will you be the guy that gets up first and then lends a hand? Will you be the guy that kind of finds somebody that just needs somebody to encourage them and be their mentor, that never gave up on it? It'd be so easy. It'd be so easy to say, oh, never mind, I'll do it myself. Will you be that person? Will you be that guy? He says, no operating condition or urgency of service can ever justify endangering the life of anyone. In other words, nothing is so important. There is no outage so important that it's so important that you guys give up your safety and that you sacrifice a life just to get the lights back on. Safety's got to be first. Somebody said it up here just a little bit ago. Guys, you can go 40 years and have an absolutely awesome safe practice and let there be a contact where there's a fatality. And what happens in the next 5 minutes? What happens in the next 2 days? What happens in the next month? It'll absolutely change everything. So safety's got to be a priority. Safety has got to be standing right up there at the very top.
Steve Jobs put it best. He said, management is about convincing people to do things they don't want to do. Leadership is about inspiring people to accomplish things they never thought they could. Love impacts everything people think, feel, do, and become. Because here's the reality. Sometimes when you want to show people you care, you want to show people that you love them, and you reach out to them, what happens? Boom, the walls go up. And if you look at many of the issues that we have in this world, it's about one or both groups feeling like they're not being respected. And if people feel like they're not being respected, the conversation is over at that point. They're just waiting for you to stop talking. But when we're respectful, the conversation stays open, right? And it's a dialogue, not a monologue. We've all heard the term that the sky's the limit. But that's really not true, because every single person in this room knows there are footprints on the moon. There's nothing that we can't accomplish when we work together as a team. And when we work together as a team, we make sure that everyone on this team goes home each and every night safely to their loved ones.